Good morning to all entrepreneurs. Now, once having freezed an idea, the next component is all about writing a business plan. So, as a typical entrepreneur or as a normal person, you would just Google it. Now, the moment you Google it, you get a number of plethora of templates which are going to give you clarity as what the business plan is going to be all about. Now, what happens in this process is you start getting into confusion as which template is right for your business plan. Now, to solve this, you need to write your own because you are going to start your own journey as an entrepreneur. Yes, you will have to take some titles from each and every template as it helps in justifying as the how a whole business plan should look like. Usually you will come across a lot of templates which say about business summary, description of business, what is the pain point, the concept, what is the end mile connectivity, and various so on and so forth. Now you will also come across a lot of plans wherein they call it as a napkin plan or a one-page plan. Now the common mistake which every entrepreneur does is writing down a business plan for just 1 year. Now that is not something that needs to be done when you are getting started off. Yes, many argue it has to be for a year of its existence, but in fact it should always be written keeping in mind 3 years. Now the reason is it's a golden day of 1000-day golden rule which is essential for survival before you can call it quits or it's a success. Now at the same time in this 3 years is where you will also come across a point called as fail fast. Now every business needs to be given certain amount of gestation time. It is not like today you sow in the seeds and the next day you get in fruits. So the same way how nature is, the same way applies for a startup also. Now when it comes to a business plan to get started on with, you need to also understand that you need to create your own template from all the information that is available. Many of them also point out of their own views saying, why do you need a business plan? When you need to focus more on getting the company and getting the product into the market and focusing more onto it. Yes, there have been good number of examples of both the thought processes. So you cannot rule out saying, no, I don't need a business plan. Or you cannot also come across with saying, yes, first thing and more important would be a business plan. It all depends upon as how the kind of risk that you want to take it up. So it depends from person to person as the same way how your fingerprints are different from another person. Now when it comes across to get started on with a business plan, yes, in this startup plan, we are going to teach you on a step-by-step basis as how to go forward one by one in this process of solving all your thought processes before you can implement the idea or the business into the implementation segment. Now, when you are doing this, you also come across a lot of hurdles. Many of them may not have been seen. So every time a business when it gets started on will encounter a lot of problems which are hurdles you can call it as. So you will have to keep changing as and when you keep going forward. Now the reason why you need to have a business plan ready with a 3-year period is you never know when you get a chance to meet an investor. Yes, a lot of people suggest to get started on a bootstrap basis, which is perfectly fine because bootstrapping is going to help you to reach the MVP point, wherein you can launch the MVP in a much more controlled manner and see what the outcome is. It's like if you're trying to start a delivery service, first you can look at just one block which has got around 300 flats to test it out for your model. But this alone cannot help you in scalability because when it comes to scalability, you are not the only one person. You need a group of team which is going to come into picture to ensure that your vision is brought down to the ground levels. So what happens here is in this process of building your business plan and doing it on a bootstrapping basis will help you to come across the initial problems that you are supposed to encounter. But always have a wish list ready, because you never know when you get a call or when you get a chance to meet an investor. Bootstrapping is like a plane on taxiway. Now for you to lift the plane into a takeoff and to fly higher, you need more fuel consumption that comes in only with raising of funds. Now also the bootstrapping method is going to help an investor to justify or to come across, yes, this idea can be nurtured. Not every sapling that is sown goes on to become a big tree. So the same way, mortality rate of ideas and the business plans is very high for a startup. Many of them start and first 3 months they come across a problem which they had never thought of, shuts down. So these are all the process of learning. To ensure that your entrepreneurial journey is a pleasant one, you need to have clarity as how you are going to go forward. So this is what we are going to take it up in this next coming video to give you clarity as how you can start building your own business plan with a template customized for your business. Thank you.